second half, so that's all.
You doing okay?
Yeah.
Well, you guys are number one. How's it feel to be number one right now?
It feels pretty good. We know it's still early though. We got a long way to go. As far as being, the team that we want to be, playing against ourselves each and every day. Playing against ourselves each and every day, but we just want to be number one at the end of the season. So.
How did you think you guys played overall against Eastern Kentucky?
We played pretty solid. We could have played a little bit better. We was a little bit sloppy at times, but overall we played pretty good for how they, play. They want to muck up the game, make it a transition, trap the whole game. So, and we didn't really get to prepare for it a lot. So for us to be able to, come out like that and get a good win, that was pretty good.
What about the fact that, you're coming off the big win against Michigan State to be able to focus in and take care of business like you did?
Shows a lot about this team. We got a lot of mature players. From top to bottom, I think guys come in ready to play. They know their roles. They know what we need from each and every one of them. So that says a lot about this team's maturity, and that'll help us a lot as the season goes on.
We're having two bigs like Nate and Nick who had doubles on Friday. What kind of depth does that give you guys, and how does that help the guards in the back?
It helps us a lot. Knowing we got a shot blocker like Nick, knowing we got somebody like Nate that's going to talk to us the whole game. Being vocal, he's a great leader for us. Even when EJ comes back, he brings us something that a lot of teams don't have with his versatility. So we get a lot of stuff as guards, with these bigs, and we're happy to have him.
How have you seen Nick grow from your freshman to now?
Nick's grown a lot. Not only his height, Nick's grown a lot. He's gotten a lot better. His IQ for the game has really gotten better. His feel for the game has gotten better. He's gotten a lot stronger, since I've seen him. So he's just taking a lot of big steps.
How much have you kind of helped him in that process, understanding where he's got to be?
A little bit. I sit next to him and film a little bit. So anytime I see something, on the low, I'll hit him on the side, be like, hey, did you see that lob that you could have got or something? He'll hit me back and be like, yeah, I see that. So just, feeding back off each other, him helping me helping him, has been great.
About Nate coming in and, as you mentioned, doing a lot of talking. He talks to the guys and so forth. He was the new guy coming in. Did it take a while to get used to that, or did everybody accept that right away, that, hey, he's an older guy, that's just the way he is?
He's an older guy, but he's still one of the weirder guys on our team. Nate's probably one of the funnier guys on our team. He'll tell you that. He's great to have just because he knows when to lock in, but he's also funny. As soon as he stepped in, he took that leadership role. He's been talking on the floor, off the floor. He's a really good guy to have on your team, and you want him in your corner.
You all always have a target on your back, just being in Kentucky. How have you all kind of prepared for this whole #1 thing, this particular team?
Well,
how does this change anything?
Yeah, we haven't been #1 that long. I think it's been like 20 minutes. So still kind of getting adjusted. But I think we'll have a good mindset. Coach does a good job of keeping us humble. We know we're #1, but we know we're not where we need to be yet. By the end of the year, we want to be that #1 team, and we know what we're looking for from each other.
Cal talked about how you've grown as far as just as a player, knowing how random the game can be, knowing when to shoot, when to drive, that sort of thing. How have you been able to help some of these freshmen kind of adjust to that?
I think a lot of it you can help them, but a lot of it they find on their own. A lot of it's just experience. You can't really teach experience or things like that. So for them to be able to get out in the games and see it for themselves, like K. Witt, he had trouble at his first game, but the next game he gets like 17, 18 points. So just for you to be able to go out, and see it for yourself, get the feel for the game yourself, I think is really important.